Nakabenta ki khobor ke ba man kasngi subscribe yo Antor News.
My question here is, can we have an area-specific thickness? Is it not the duty of the government to demand special consideration for the thickness in the roads, especially in Meghalaya?
You put two questions.
Now, one question, sir.
What is the
Can we have area-specific thickness? And is it not the duty of the government to demand special consideration for variable thickness according to the area?
Sir, as I've replied that we are being guided by the specifications laid down by IRC. And IRC, sir, it is a body where they study each and every state, not necessarily only Rajasthan or not necessarily only the plain belt, but even in the hilly area. So, according to their studies, ultimately they came out with the manual, the prescription for the specification on construction of roads. And further, sir, I would like to say here, as far as the Meghalaya state is concerned, yes, the design is always taken into consideration according to the intensity of the traffic and the climatic condition and also the subgrade condition of each road or each project throughout the state, sir.
Yeah, next question, please.
Sir,
Your next supplementary questions.
answer to B, I would like to know what is the load bearing capacity of rural roads, intermediate roads and the state highways. The load bearing capacity, because as we all know, there is a famous saying that the roads are the backbone of development. But these days it looks like roads are the reason we break our bones.
Sir, again, load bearing capacity is again as per the recommendation, as I said to you, by the IRC, right from the national highway up to the state highways and as well as to the district road, major district road, and also up to the village road. So we are being guided by that, and depending upon the design where the consultant will examine, as I've already mentioned, be it the climatic condition or be it the subgrade condition, according to the area specific requirements.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think I have not received the reply to my question. What is the load bearing capacity, the tonnage that can be carried on the rural PWD roads, intermediate roads and the state highways?
Yes, sir, as I said, in fact, the load bearing capacity, as I've said, there are different categories, no doubt about it, but even be it national highway or up to the district major road, sometimes when the design was designed in such a way where only the maybe the maximum carrying capacity should be 12 tons or 18 tons, but there are incidents where the trucks plying carrying with 30, 35 or 40 tons. It happens that way, sir. However, sir, as I said to you now, the issue of designing, be it the district, be it the state highway or be it the national highway, we are being guided by the IRC, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, still I have not received the reply to my questions. Honorable Minister could have replied, rural roads can take the load of 20 tons, example. intermediate roads can take 40 tons, something like that. So we will leave it like that. But coming to reply at E, I want to ask the government through the Honorable Minister, is the government aware that 2 to 3 months after completion of some roads, damage immediately happens? So what is the responsibility or the accountability of the contractor who made that roads? Is it not his responsibility to make it? And the last part of the reply is, routine maintenance are carried out right after completion of the work. That means, after 1 week after receiving the final bill, if the same contractor will repair that work, he will get an extra amount by repair bill. I feel that is not justified.
You come to your question, please.
My question is, what is the accountability of the contractor in relation to the work completed?
Sir, again, yes, there were occasions, sometimes when the road was just completed, maybe 3 months or 4 months back. But due to the climatic conditions, sometimes especially during the monsoon, we could see, like last year, we experienced very, very bad experience that we had. When the road, even PMJSY road, was just completed, maybe 2 months, 3 months, but the damage happened. And ultimately, we have to go for repairing. Ultimately, we have to restore it. There is no way out. But of course, that happens only when the climate is not in favor of the situation that we have. But at the same time, sir, I would like to say here, we are, from the government side, we are taking initiative that not only RIDF, not only CRF, even the state funding projects, we would like to incorporate the warranty period like PMJSY and other projects. So henceforth, sir, we are reaching towards that, where all the projects, we would like to incorporate that at least maintenance up to 5 years, free maintenance of each project.
Yeah, your last question.
My last question. Sometimes we get an extension of roads for 2 kilometers. But to reach that 2 kilometer, the trucks carrying the materials for making the roads will have to travel through the existing 7 kilometers. What happens is, when we are not very clear about the load-bearing capacity, to get 2 kilometers of new roads, we are destroying 7 kilometers of the existing roads. So the joy of having new roads at the new 2 kilometers is destroyed by spoiling the existing 7 kilometers. So my question to the government is, it is not only about asking an answer. Let us all plan to have good roads for our people. I request the Honorable Minister, the department concerned, and the government to see that I can give you many examples, sir, where new roads of 5 kilometers is being allotted, but in the process of making that, 10 kilometers of the existing is destroyed because of overloading.
So come to your question, please.
So the question remains that I have not received the reply to the load-bearing capacity of the different roads I have mentioned. The question is, what is the load-bearing capacity? I have given time to the minister, at least he can get information from the ministers. What is the load-bearing capacity? I didn't get that answer till now.
Okay, sir. Sir, I require notice for that, sir. I require notice for that.
Sir,
Your supplementary question.
yes, sir. I think the Honorable Minister seems to beat around the bush, sir. He's not able to provide us the satisfactory reply, sir. So I will come to the question, sir. I know. So my question here, sir, is whether these specifications laid down by the Indian Roads Congress is applicable to roads on the PMGSY only or to state PWD roads also?
All projects, be it PMGSY, be it RIDF, and all the state projects also, sir.
Yes, please. Pak Mujoki.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would just like to know from the Honourable Minister, sir, that some of the PMGSY road after the end of the annual maintenance maintenance contract, after the end of this maintenance contract, who will look after the road, sir? Because some of the road has been badly damaged that was being constructed by PMGSY under PMGSY schemes. So who will take the responsibility after the end of this maintenance contract?
Sir, after the expiry of the maintenance period, then the state government will take over, sir.
So, Mr. Speaker, sir, if that is the case, then I would like to request the Honourable Minister, sir, that there's 3 PMGSY road in my constituency which is in a very dilapidated condition. That is Yongkwang, Thangran Yongkwang Road, Maiden Yonggunchur Road, Musio Salang Road. The present condition of the road is in a very bad shape, sir. So I would like to request upon the Honourable Minister, sir, to kindly look upon the maintenance of these 3 PMGSY roads, sir.
Point noted, sir.
So now we come to, okay,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. May I know from the Honorable Minister in charge of Beauty Roads, I want to know that this Jarak Road under my constituency falls under which scheme, sir? Jarak Road. Jarak.
Come again, please.
I want to know whether this Jarak Road under my constituency falls under which scheme, sir? Whether PMGSY or some other scheme?
Sir, that particular supplementary, I don't have the ready-made reply right now, so I require notice for that, sir.